Here we are with Tim Brown from Security National Mortgage, giving you a brief update as we do it weekly. Tim, welcome. What is the most important thing buyers and sellers should know this week?
Well, I think, again, I'm in the mortgage business, so rates are everything for us in terms of being focused on those on a day-to-day basis. And it's not new news that rates have been going higher. And the thing that I think that I'd like to stress to your clients and prospective clients is that you are better off locking up front if you find a property, or if you're even going to make an offer on a property that you think you'll get. I'm advising my clients to lock at that point in time if we have them already pre-qualified. And what we do is lock them for 90 days. And the reason for that is that gives us the ability to float the rate down if, in fact, rates get better. But in the last month or two, unfortunately, rates have not gotten better. But that's why, I used to think we could wait and see if things can improve before locking you. I no longer do that. I just said, let's lock the rate today. We'll get a float down if we have the ability for the market to improve. And so let's ensure that you don't go any worse than what today is. I mean, I had an example.
Is it going to cost them anything?
No, there's no cost to lock the long-term lock, but it just allows us to go to lower the rate, or in some cases, maybe lower the number of discount points for that rate if things improve from the time that we lock. So there is little downside to doing this. Even if we're closing in 30 days, I still will lock for longer than that, just so that we can take advantage of this float down. And so just as an example, this is where rates are going, or how fast they're going there. That same customer was under contract 3 weeks ago, and they terminated during due diligence because of inspection concerns.
Right, you're talking about Linnell, right?
Yes.
Buyers, okay.
Yeah, and they were at 6.375, which at the time I thought, boy, this is really a high rate. Well, they terminated, so I had to cancel. When we terminate a lock, or when we terminate a contract, we have to also release the lock. It can no longer be to a property they're no longer buying. So they just went under contract again, and this is again about 3 weeks later. We're at 7%, and so it's that fast that things are moving. Again, they may improve by the time you see this video, but my counsel is to lock as soon as you have, even if you're negotiating with a prospective seller. I'd rather lock and then cancel the lock if we don't get it than to not lock and lose ground to the market. So
thank you, Tim. So the takeaway for our listeners and viewers is that there are no conditions to get that lock. They don't have to have a contract, right? They can shop for a house. If they close within 90 days, find a house and close within 90 days, they can still get that.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. They have to be actively looking, so that we know it's a matter of not if they're going to buy, but when they're going to buy. I don't want somebody that's thinking about it and they go out and look at houses, I lock a rate, when they were really committed. But I think people that you're showing houses to, they're already on board with buying, because they wouldn't be out and about looking at homes if they weren't serious. So I would say that would be the key here.
And I know that the chances are very slim, but what if in December the rates go down to 5%? How it's going to affect their lock?
You mean after I get done drinking my bottle of champagne that I have stored up for such an occasion? No. So yeah. So if in the case where I locked at somebody at, let's say, God forbid, again, 7%, rates improve. The cost of the rate, let's just say the market rate, if you were out there today, let's say we're at the end of December, and the rate is 5%, as you said, and we've already locked at 7%. Now, there is a small cost in terms of, you might get 5.125. It might not be the actual market rate, right? Because we carry the lock so that if you had a 30-day lock for 5%, the lock at 90 days is going to be like 5.125. So, yes, but compared to 7%, it's not even a question.
It's any difference on monthly payment at all, right? Between 5 and 0.125% difference.
No, it's maybe like $15-20 on a $350,000 mortgage, $400,000 mortgage. Inconsequential, but in the big scheme of things,
yeah,
you're saving so much.
dreaming about rates to go
Right.
down. The chances are. Well, great. Thank you so much. Great piece of information again to share. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate you.
I hope I have better news next time when we talk, but right now, lock and shop is the way I look at it. So
Walk and shop. All right. And don't marry the rate, marry the house.
that's right.